What is going on, everybody? This will be my first high carb day on this new program. Yesterday was a low carb day, so it's about typical of what I was on before, but since I'm gonna have a high carb day today, I figured I'd show you what I'm gonna eat. Now you might think 4,500 calories, oh my gosh, that's so much food, but I can crush that in one meal. So I'm gonna show you how I'm going to try to stretch out the calories that I have for today and make the most of them. Other than the protein shake I had at the gym, meal number one right here. Macros for the first meal: 46 carb, 10 fat, 47 protein. Second cup of coffee of the day here. Had my first one right before my ab workout this morning. And we got a little bit of creamer in there, so gotta add that into our calories for today. It is a high carb day. I am happy to have those extra 5 grams of sugar. Since I'm gonna be taking y'all with me through this big program with Steve Cook, I'll tell you how it's been going so far. So it's day 3 here. I just did my core. I've done some maxes this week. All my maxes, I didn't hit anything that I had wanted to or expected to. I fell short of the last max. I hit the 1 rep before that, so I got a little bit less weight than I had hoped for and what I expected my maxes to be at. But it's important to remember that it doesn't matter so much where you're starting when you start a program as it does how much you progress and how much you put that work in to see the progress. So that's what's going on. It's test week basically. It's more of a strength-based program, so typical strength programs, powerlifting programs start with a testing week where you find out where you're at so you know where you want to go and how you're going to get there. So it's going pretty well in the sense that I've got them done, and I'm actually feeling a little sore in some areas that I didn't expect because it's such a low volume workout this week. But it's awesome because I love getting back to that heavy weight. I was afraid of it for so long because of a little bit of lower back pain, but sometimes you just got to step past that fear, and that's what we're doing here. So the rest of the week there's a little bit more testing tomorrow and Saturday, and I'll let you guys know how that's going. But so far I'm really looking forward to this 4,500 calorie, 550 carb day today. Other macro goals for today are 270 protein and I believe 135 fat. Something like that. About 4,500 calories. Let's get it on. Overkill. Total macros for this meal: 72 carb, 12 fat, 68 protein. 200 grams of sweet potato. And that'll be 40 carb, 3.2 protein, and let's get 6 fiber in there. Cool, yep, awesome. What a beautiful day for a drive. So I got my last cup of coffee hopefully for the day. We'll see if 3 can hold me over. But there's just a little bit of cashew almond milk in here, which is pretty much negligible, being less than a quarter cup. 25 calories for a cup. So you're looking at it's 6.25 calories. But anyway, I've got that and some Walden Farms calorie-free chocolate dip in there, which kind of makes a nice little mocha thing. Haven't tried these yet, but the other ones are pretty good, so we'll see how these guys go. 7 fat, 25 carb, 20 protein. Looks pretty solid to me. Ooh, we'll see. That's a winner. Yep. Worth it. Alright, so just kidding. I'm going for 2/3 of it because I'm saving one for my mom for later. So, new macros: 16.6 carb, 4.7 fat, 13.3 protein. A little bit of chicken and walnut salad. So I picked a option that is closest to what I think the macros were for that meal. It was pretty low calorie, somewhat filling, but 8 carb, 12 fat, and 35 grams of protein is about what we're at for that meal. And we're going to finish off that sweet potato from earlier. This is 288 grams. Let's throw some Walden Farms on there. How's that sound? Yum, 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 yum. A little something I forgot earlier. And voila, another meal. Now, it wouldn't be a full day of eating video if I didn't have something exciting, right? So this is where decision making becomes very hard, because my favorite is back, and it's cheap, but there's also a sale. A sale on these bad boys. $4 for Halo Top. If you've ever shopped for Halo Top before, you know that that's a steal. I have not actually tried all the flavors, so I'm tempted to just go through 4 of them. Decisions. I did this for you guys. This Halo Top is not cheap, but it's on sale, and even though it's on sale, $4 a pint for, I mean, come on, look at this. This is not a pint. But anyway, we are not being negative whatsoever about this. I got 4 different flavors. I might have had this one before. And we got some cookies and cream, birthday cake, and chocolate chip cookie dough. And the macros on this, I entered it all in. And I even had to rearrange and take out my favorite part of the night, which is my little yogurt protein powder mix. Because there's so much protein in here. I've never had to adjust for so much protein in the past. I've never had trouble having too much protein, but today, clearly that is an issue. I'm trying to hit my macros of 550 carb and 270 protein and 135 fat. But we're going to have to do a lot of fat to get up there. Let's head home. I was definitely peer pressured into getting these. What kind of a fitness YouTube channel would it be if I didn't have any Halo Top on there? So without further ado, I'm going to try this one out for you for now. I did not think it would be that good, but you know, we've got to find out. Somebody's got to do it. So let's see if it's worth the $4. Sheesh. $4, breaking the bank with this. Birthday cake ice cream? Really? It's actually pretty good. Kind of does taste like birthday cake batter. It has that like fake or really watery ice cream texture to it, like not real ice cream, because you can tell that they're not using a lot of cream. But it's actually, flavor is actually pretty on point. It's not my mint mousse tracks, but I guess it'll have to do for today. And the cool thing about that, ignore the dog, is it freed up a lot of macros for me to put some more stuff in, like oatmeal, which is one of my favorite things. So I'm gonna make some oatmeal later and show you how to make some real good oatmeal with some good fat in there, because my fat is way far behind. Cheers, mate. Oh baby. Here I've got 12 asparagus spears, 2.5 servings of Brussels sprouts, and about 1.5 tablespoons of sesame oil. So that is actually 26 carb, 20 fat, and 12 protein, with a little bit of fiber in there too. Alright, so here's my breakdown of these 4 flavors that I got. So we got the cookies and cream in order of least favorite to favorite. Cookies and cream here, yeah, those are pretty good. I mean, they're all good. They all actually had a creamy taste eventually, but then comes the mint chip, and then the chocolate chip cookie dough. That was pretty solid. And then I was very surprised by this, but the birthday cake actually tasted the creamiest and had the most strong flavor. So that is my order of those 4. And behind me we have our final meal for the night, which you'll see in a second. So we're topping it off tonight with some oatmeal. That is 2 servings, nice and fluffy like, with a serving of the Smuckers. I have it in here as 2 servings. But I felt guilty about that yogurt that I did not track, so I'm just doing 1 serving instead of the 2 servings of the jelly squeeze. So instead of 26 carbs, it's really 13, plus Walden Farms to add the yumminess to the little mix. Bada bing, bada boom, and then grab some cashew milk real quick for a little bit of creaminess and to cool it down, because this thing's piping hot. And voila, the last meal for today. So that puts me at about, again, the macros, 303 protein, 559 carb, and 125 fat. The goal was 135 fat, 550 protein, carb, and 270 protein. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep that protein down when I have a lot of food, because I am in cut mode still, so I am actually used to having a lot of protein-rich foods. So anyway, that's it for today. Full day of eating, first episode here. Hope you maybe liked some of the foods that I recorded or something. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.